Hello, Monsters about here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 11 of my Queek Headtaker Campaign for Patreon supporters. We've got Caracate Peaks, finally! We finally reached it. They've been causing us some issues, so we're going to cause them some issues back. We're swarming the walls. I do have a big old stack in the settlement, backed up with, of course, the garrison, which isn't as bad as I was worried about. I was a little bit worried the garrison might be quite beefy, but actually it seems fine. They do have a giant, though, and I think giants are quite strong, actually. I think giants are pretty good. Okay, we've got... oof. Reducing it to jam. Very nice. Look at these big blobs of orcs. Wouldn't it be a shame if someone were to say... breathe horrible breath all over them? Ooh, jammy. Already the goblin's not super happy, and in comes a plague. That's going to be quite nasty. It's going to be a lot of jam. Yep. Pop, 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 pop. Once you pop, you can't stop. Oh, jammy. So jammy. Lovely. Giant's going to be quite an issue, though. Lots of poison wind just coming through the gate there, just annihilating that unit. So that's a lot of deads. That's a lot of dead there, and the walls are very much under our control. Another plague right in the middle there. It's going to cause a lot of damage as some menace from below get spawned in to lock those goblins and orcs in place. You can see we've taken the walls, no problem. Our Storm Vermin taking a little bit of damage here from the Night Goblin Archers. Nothing too much to worry about. As we push into the city, there's some Black Orcs coming in. Black Orcs and a Giant attacking Krakaron. I need to give him a better name. I'm going to call him Carl. Attacking Carl here. Carl taking a bit of damage from that Giant. Skrulk actually up to 167 kills thanks to his plague and the fact that he's just doing damage to everyone around him thanks to his warpstone armor. More Skitter's Hellion coming in, join the fight against that giant, trying to take him down. But we do have some Black Orcs which are going to be a bit of a problem. Pushing further into the city. Mixture of plague monks and clan rats pushing through the big uns. Thanks to their help with some artillery. We have our storm vermin coming down on this side. This is Queek's portion of the army taking on those orc warboy big uns. They didn't get the charge off, which means they are struggling massively against the storm vermin, especially the halbards council guard there. We do have some black orcs over here, and well, let's put it this way. Our clan rats are not going to do very well against Black Orcs, because of course Black Orcs are quite killy, high weapon strength, and lots of armor piercing, which means they will do a lot of damage. We also have some Fanatics smashing through the Plague Monks. Fortunately, the enemy army's strength is almost spent. You can see the Giant is about to go down with Skrulk bludgeoning him to death. Lots of... I mean, Skrulk just racking up the kills there thanks to the damage he's putting out with his warpstone armor. Everything around him is just taking out a little bit of damage. Kind of Morgar-wise. And you know how much I love that. Oh, I really hope Nurgle in Warhammer 3 has a shit ton of units that do that, because that's my jam. Oh, that's my fucking jam. So we come, we've got the big uns doing a last charge. Most of the enemy army, though, is super dead. You can see we've lost quite a lot of troops, but it's mostly plague monks, so who cares? Lots of poison wind globes coming in there as our weapon teams are now inside the city, and when the weapon teams are inside the city is basically lost. Ah, we've taken Caracate Peaks. I think we should do that. I think we should do that. From the top of 8 peaks, the Nord tunnels and infest the deeps levels, all clan moors. All is Queeks, dwarf and goblin heads now crowd the Warlord's trophy rack. Clan Moors are supreme, and yet Warlord Queek remains only second in charge of Clan Moors. Grand Warlord Nordwell sits in Skaven Blight issuing orders as a Lord of Decay, but surely Queek's victory has proven who should really be the ultimate control of all the greatest of all the Warlord clans. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, Blade of Corruption. Okay. Okay, we'll knock down that one. We've got a special building. What do we got? So we've got the Ransacked Dwarven Vaults, which is going to give us some monies, up to 800. Very, very nice. Upkeep reduction for a whole bunch of stuff, which is good. And the Pillar City Hub, which is going to give us food, ink. Wow, this is actually pretty legit. Holy shit. Okay, so yes, we're definitely going to build that. And we're definitely going to build that. What else do we have? So we've got the Den of Secrets, which is fine. The Arsenal, which is fine. The Warp Forge, I am okay with that. And this is okay too. Okay, so if I wanted to build some... Okay, we do have the... Ooh, choices to be made here. Okay, we need the food. So we're going to knock down that one. And then we're going to obviously get the Arcane Generator. I would like defences here. Defences... I mean, the defences seem okay. I don't really need a Den of Secrets, so you know what, I'm going to knock that down. We're going to get defences here, because I think that's probably a sensible option, and then that should be fine. I would... the clan army, but we can get a clan army in one of the other settlements, can't we? So we can do that. What does this do again? Does it give any public order? No. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, we'll do that. Right, Valea's Sorrow is a little bit... Okay, you are probably fine. You are going to be losing your nuts. Because... So you're going to probably take Spike Peak. But I'm more than happy to trade Spike Peak for Karakate Peaks. Let's be honest here. And last time we had a poll, and the poll was, should we clean out the Lustrian visitors? They're on holiday. They're soaking up the sun. We've got Sentinel Suzette, and it's Teclis has been sent packing, and the poll was, should we destroy the invaders or let them live? And people said just concentrate on the dwarves, to be honest. So that's what we're doing. I don't want to know about your mortal appetite. It's creepy.
What tribute do you offer the great king of
Have you only got one settlement? Holy shit, you're at war with a lot of people. You're with a lot of people. Who are the dwarves at war with? My concern is it might not be anyone. Okay. Warriors of Chaos, Greenskins, and Clan Moulder. Well, Clan Moulder are, well, fucked, let's be honest. Greenskins are also fucked. The Warriors of Chaos... probably also fucked. We are going to have to deal with the Order Tide. The Order Tide is here in force, and they're also coming from across the sea. So this campaign might get bogged down in shit. And this is kind of the... So, okay, this is something I hope is fixed in Warhammer 3. Because you'll note that if I go and have a look at Clan Scryer... Clan Scryer has an aversion, because he's extremely paranoid. Every Skaven, no matter the state, is a traitor waiting to act. Which, to be fair... True. The issue is that normally, obviously, the good guys in the lore are kind of like outnumbered and under attack from every side. In Total War Warhammer, they love each other, they tend to be the stronger factions with the better economies, and they kick the shit out of evil. Most of the time. Sometimes it goes the other way. But there doesn't seem to be a balance, does there? It seems to be very much a case of either... And more often than not, I would say about 80% of the time, the Order Tide reigns supreme, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. So that's where particularly the Empire and the Dwarves get together. Because the Dwarves and the Empire both have a very good economy, and for some reason, I know I keep saying this, for some reason they keep adding fucking provinces to the Empire. And I don't know, I think it's to try and, like, stop, but they don't really seem to try and create any problems for the Empire. It's usually just, I mean, to be fair, they did put the Beastmen in here. I don't know if the Beastmen do not seem to be doing particularly well, which is annoying, because in my Bretonnia campaign, they did do very well. But I was using Grimhammer there, so maybe that was something to do with it. I genuinely don't know. But yeah, so it looks like we might be fighting the Order Tide. So if I'm going to be fighting the Order Tide, how am I going to win this? Okay. So, we have Carricate Peaks, tick. Destroy the following factions. Right, the dwarves are going to be very difficult to destroy, mostly because they will spread all over the place and throw stacks of Iron Breakers at you without a by your leave. We currently have 2 of the 8 settlements we need to win. Now, we can get Black Crag and Kazakarak, so that's going to give us half of the settlements we need to win. So that's not too bad. We could then potentially get Skaven Blight and Mornington Crescent. So that's an option. Sartosa as well, because there's like a little blob of settlements down here. There's like 3 victory settlements in this area here of the map, compared to like I think 1 here. No, there's 2, isn't it? Because the Awakening's 1. Yeah, okay. So there's 2 here and 3 here. 2 here, 3 here. So obviously they're well spaced out. Really, really well spaced out. I think there's only one fucking up here, isn't there? It's just Nagrond. Is it just Nagrond up there? I think it might be. It's just like literally Nagrond in this fucking core of the map. Nagrond is the only fucking settlement. Good. Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, there seems to be a lot down here. Like in this area, I think there's about half of them, isn't there? Anyway, the point is that we can probably win this, but we're probably going to get bogged down by fighting sheer, like, stacks upon stacks of dwarves and inevitably Empire troops. They'll be quite elite and gold chevrons and all that kind of bollocks. So that's going to be a laugh a second. So I love this game, but I do think later on it can get into a bit of a grind. Particularly, and this is what happened in my Wurzag campaign, particularly if you're literally fighting just never-ending stacks. And I mean never-ending. Like, you kill 1 and 2 more appear. It gets to that point where you just don't have time to consolidate. You don't have any particular battle that feels decisive. Like, you're not going to go, oh, I've won that battle, now I can make gains. No, it's like, I've won that battle, I hope I have enough time to replenish my army before the next 2 stacks appear. Which is a bit of a problem. So, that's me getting off my soapbox now. Right, general diversion. You, my little friend, my little furry friend. What are we going to do with you, do we think? So, I'm tempted to give you Ruin and Decay. So let's do that. Sniffles. Obviously, we've still got the green skins over there, but I'm tempted to just leave them. In fact, I would actually quite like to peace out with them. But he does not. He's not a fan. He's not a fan, and I'm the only one he can attack, so he's probably going to try and attack me. He does mostly have goblins, though. Mostly goblins. What do I like here? Bread lead? Alright, let's grab that one, and I guess you can spread public order? I guess. Do we have... Oh, we do have another army down here growing. Deathmaster Snitch is getting some boys. They cost like 100 more. I quite like the poison, but the armor piercing. I'm going to get 1 of each. Bring me 1 of every animal. A couple of them. A couple of them. That'll be... You're not even garrisoned, are you? Get in there.
Garrison, yes, God.
That's literally what I said, mate. Right, get in there. And then we can... Oh, mind you, that's quite expensive, isn't it? It's going to cost us a lot of money. To be honest, I'm not that... it's not that urgent to get an army up and running, so... That will be fine. I want to save some money for building up that, which is fine. You guys are basically dead, but you might attack me. You might attack Crooked Fang Forts. which you'll probably win. So I might cancel that. Yeah, you'll probably win that. Right, we'll have some mopping up to do. But overall, not bad. We've taken Caracate Peaks, which is the main thing. And we can build up these... I wanted to save some money, didn't I? I've just spent it all. We can have Rebellion there, which is absolutely fine. Oh, good. Avalon. Avalon. And we've had a Rebellion. Looks like Scarstick's back. I mean, or at least his faction is. Yeah, did think that was going to happen. Oh, there's Scarstick. Yeah, you'll take that, but you can no longer recruit any nasty units. So that is no longer a major... Hello. Hello? Goodness me, there's some people here, isn't there? I'm just going to go, like, here. Lay a little ambush. See if we can bring them in. We've got more range for weapon teams, which is good. Queek, can you go and... go and eat them. Attaboy. Eat them, and then go and eat them. Oh, we've got some more warpstone armor. I like warpstone armor. Okay, right, that's them down. Out for the count. Grab the defences there. And what else did we want? We wanted that one. And I did... Yeah, I do want this. So let's grab that. How's our garrison look? We don't currently have any issues here. So we're gonna hop in this direction and come down to take out Scarstick because he is a bit of an issue. Obviously we've got Grimgore recruiting a horde of bloody whatchamacallits. Whatchamacallits? You know what I mean. Don't have any money. I'm running out of cash. Rubbish. I'll have more money in a minute though, because I'll have these buildings finished, and that's going to give me another 400 plus from the warp generator. That's going to increase that, and then we can upgrade them, and it's going to be great. Trust me. Enormous caches. Yes. Love me. Enormous caches, and I cannot lie. Queek, what are we doing with you, do we think? What are we doing with... Now, you've only got 2 more skill points to take, so... I could give you more armor. Or more health points. I think... Okay, we got 2 more skill points. So I could get Scarred Veteran as well. That's going to make him very, very killy. He's going to be a big killy boy. He will live or die. Which is exactly what we want. You could get training. No, let's get fleet-footed. Should kill when get and a plague furnace for you. And what else can we do? Blessed with filth? I'm not super into that. Oh, more plague. Yep. Plague. Yep, plague. Good. Okay, we've got stuff building. I want to try and save some monies in a minute. Telsian is going to replenish troops for no particular reason. Need to stab those guys. They've actually got a quite scary army. But we have a lot of artillery here. So it'll probably be alright. Maybe? Clan Vulcan. Kill. How the fuck have you got a stack? Okay, we're going to hop in there to try and protect that. You've come close enough, which is exactly what I wanted. Although, is that fine? Yeah, it's fine. Get him. Good. And we got the ambush, which is exactly what I needed. Oh, you can have... Sure. Well, if it isn't old Mazda Mundi, he's turned up. He's come a long way. I don't know if the... Ow, banishment. That's going to suck. Literally, because that's what it does. Nice. And of course, we've got the warp fire throwers right behind the line as well, so that's going to be fantastic. The banishment is continuing to suck off our plague monks, but fortunately those plague monks are summoned in, so no one cares what happens to them. They're pit fighters, hells. I love these guys. I love rat ogres. I love them. They're so chonky. They're chonky boys. I love them. But they're kind of like shock cavalry, basically. You don't want to leave them in a fight because they won't do particularly well. But as like a shocky unit, they're pretty good. Anyway, Saurus warriors being melted. I mean, this is an ambush, so it's going to be over fairly quickly anyway. The Croxigors. Another unit who are big chonky boys who I love and yet are not particularly effective, in my opinion. But, you know, it's fine. Master Moody's dead. We took him out. And Warwolf, yeah, there's Roast, and yeah, that's going to be... That's it. That's all she wrote for Master... I bet the bloody old one plaques didn't say that, did they? Didn't have that on them. Master Moody's dead. Yeah, quite a nasty army, so I'm glad we smushed that one.
Tell the clans.
Can I... No, you're probably going to run away. We've got small winds of magic, which is nice. If I go here... Is there anywhere I can go where I'm not going to take attrition?
Scurry forward.
No. Okay, we'll just...
Scurry.
March back to Death Gorge, then.
This city, mine.
Why are we taking it? Is it just Badlands attrition?
Horned one watches me.
Barren Wasteland, yeah. Okay, well that's fine. So we can defend against that. It's quite a nasty army, but I think we should be fine. The dwarves are raiding me, which is making me very nervous. I do not like dwarves raiding me. I could kill the army, but that means I would be at war with the dwarves. I don't think I'm ready for it yet. I think I need to be smarter. So we'll get them more food, because more food is good. We'll soon have extra stuff. Crooked Fang Fort didn't get its ass kicked, which is a surprise.
Patchy fur, not trusted yet.
Yeah, it's, you know, all the testosterone that he has, maybe? Do rats have? I guess they would have that. I don't know, but I'm sure that's the reason. That's the reason. Deathmaster.
Deathmaster snake.
That's what I said. You... Let's get a couple of you. And... I do like the warp fire throwers. What can I say? I've got a type, and it happens to be a flamethrower.
Knows I dominate.
Let's get Ruin and Decay with you. Let's give you a little bit more weapon strength, which is good. Right. I'm just going to leave Queek there for the moment, because I don't really know what to do with him. I mean, ideally he's there to blunt the dwarf advance, but I don't really want to have to blunt it. Okay, the Warriors of Chaos are dead. So that's good, bad. I mean, they got stamped on, didn't they? They got their ass kicked. Oh no, he's ready for duty. Oh, good. I get the suspicion the dwarves are about to attack me.
I am the High King. I will hear you beg.
Although, maybe not.
Keep gracious.
I genuinely don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about what they're up to.
I am warlord.
If I go over...
Horned one watches me.
Okay, you are heading in that direction. We are under siege here. They didn't attack, though, which suggests they do not want to play. Yeah, no, they're not super happy about engaging this, but they're gonna have to. Okay, this could be a little problematic, because they do have a lot of ogres, and our plague monks are not going to be particularly effective against ogres, unfortunately. We should be fine. How many units of ogres have they got? How are they affording them? They've only got a minor settlement. That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Anyway, never mind. They do have Orc Boar Boy Biggins as well. This is a fairly nasty army, actually. They're packing some nasty units in here. Should be fine, though. The Orc Boar Boys are charging in, but we've got more Skitters Hellion, who's going to blunt that charge. Yep, punch them right in the face. We get clan rats coming in from behind as well to mob them. And then the garrison clan rats. Yeah, got them in a nice little surround there. They're going to struggle against that. Of course, the Boar Boy Biggins, very much a shock cavalry unit, but not a particularly good one. Not a good one. I wouldn't suggest recruiting them in general. So trying to take out the Black Orcs because they could be quite nasty. We do have ogres charging in here. Ogre stats aren't great, are they? They're not great. Okay, here they come. Brace, brace, brace. Taking on the Skaven Slaves on the flank. Skaven Slaves obviously not going to be particularly effective against them. But you can see they're actually doing some damage. Mad. I mean, I guess the thing is, I don't have a lot of armor or melee defense, which means even Skaven Slaves are going to hit them. Well, the Skaven Slaves do just run away almost immediately, despite the fact they actually have 9 leadership. So how does that work? How does that fucking work? Alright, the Man-Eaters over here are taking even more damage because, of course, they're fighting the Plague Monks who are, well, I mean, they're actually pretty good overall. They're not bad. Warp Fire Thrower roasting some goblins. Very nice. And then we are taking out the... oh, we have Scarstick sort of hopping around the back there. We're trying to take out these Orc Biggins. Morskitter's Hellion has been rampaging around. We've mostly wiped out this Orc Boar Boy Biggin unit. Looking pretty good. Yeah. He's doing the business, isn't he? Although he's surrounded by big Biggins, who are obviously anti-large unit. And he doesn't have a lot of armor, which means he's going to be struggling. But those Warp Fire Throws roasting the Biggins, no problem. And forcing them to retreat. They're now terrified and being chased down by the clan rats. Meanwhile, we have the Plague Pack engaging the Orc Boar Boy Biggins and just mopping them up. Look at that, just tearing through that armor. Their charge basically did nothing, and they are completely wiped out. Nice. On our right flank, the Skaven Slaves have fled the battlefield. They'll be whipped to death later. Ah, they would have been whipped to death anyway. The artillery has focus fired on the ogres. The ogres haven't really done very much. The Man-Eater's killing 33, but, you know, that's nothing. That's nothing really, and they're being overrun by clan rats and plague monks. Kind of struggling there. I thought we'd have a little bit more trouble with the enemy generals, but it looks like the Goblin Big Boss is already out of there. He's almost dead. He's being run over. And Skarsnik, well, I think we'll be alright, actually. Skrulk could go and pick him off. We've got a couple of Black Orc Big Bosses over here, but we're going to run them over. Beep, beep, motherfuckers! They're down, and you can see the Warp Fire Throwers roasting the Goblin Archers in the background. That's going to cause a rout for Skarsnik's forces. And that should be pretty easy to mop up, leaving them with only one settlement left. Okay, good. Let's take the replenishment. You should be forced to run away. And then, with any luck, we can just finish you off. I'm going to take the food. And I kind of want to be able to finish you off next. Okay, I don't think it'll be... We can take 2 turns, it's fine.
Move your tails.
Okay, we'll go... Oh, Talzun's been wounded. Oh, no. He got shanked. He failed. Talzion, what are you bloody like? You lunatic. Okay, we need defences over here. Money is actually not too bad. Upkeep reduction, obviously good. Does this give us anything? It doesn't give us anything special. Okay, so let's get the pillaged dwarf tombs. That is quite nice, isn't it? So let's get that. We're getting the defences there. That's going to be useful. Desolation of the Gash is fine. I would like to get more public order. Deathmaster Stitch's army is just going to have to sit there for a minute. We've only got 3 armies, and I really could do with more. But at the moment, I don't have the time to, or money. Let's get Pestilent Birth and Winds of Magic, and then Immortality for someone who I should really rename, but haven't. So good. Okay. Oh no. I guess increase mobility. Oof. That army is mean. That army is fine-ish. Oh god, the High Elves are going to be on my case as well in a minute. And considering the Lustrian invasion, I get the sneaking suspicion that they might turn up. Oh, wait, was I at war with the dwarves? Or did they just declare war on me? Oh well. Have we always been at war with the dwarves? Did I just forget? I genuinely don't know. I don't think so, because otherwise that army wouldn't have been as close to me, or it would have attacked me. We do have some giant slayers are actually quite nasty. They're a unit that does a lot of damage, and that's a problem for us, because if we're going to kill a lot of dwarf armies, we need to be as efficient as possible. And to be as efficient as possible, we need to kill the enemy with the least amount of damage. And the Giant Slayers are a unit that will do a lot of damage to us, because obviously they won't break and run. They will just keep chopping until they're all dead, which is a bit of an issue. Let's see the rattling guns chewing through the Bugman's Rangers, backed up by that Warp Lightning Cannon. Old Faithful. Lots of Bugman's Rangers getting roasted. This should be fine in general. So you can see the Stormvermin unit taking quite a lot of damage. We're bringing in some Clan Rats. The nice thing about the Giant Slayers is that they, if you mob them, they're going to go down pretty quickly, because they don't have any armor, which means everything will hit them, assuming it has enough melee attack. But as you can see, the Stormvermin taking quite a chunk of damage there. Might be from the Warp Fire Thrower, but yeah, who knows. Meanwhile, Queek is dealing with the enemy general. Normally Dwarf Lord's quite tanky, but Queek is an absolute beast when it comes to killing enemy generals, and he has taken them apart pretty effectively. The engineers being chased off by Jeremy there. Good old Jezza, eh? What a lad. And looks like the rear guard of the dwarves has been completely melted by our weapon teams, as was the plan. This is kind of the problem with playing campaign twice a week, is that you completely fucking forget what's going on. Have I always been at war with the dwarves? Oh no, okay, the Golden Order invited them. Fine, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. As you see, I didn't miss it. As have Lorelorn Forest. Okay, who invited them? Kazakarak invited them. Okay, well, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we'll go and bop you. Tretch is back. Masamoon's Pride. That's a nice little weapon, actually. That is a nice little weapon. Could we give that to you? You've got an Ogre Blade. That's better, so we'll give you that one. Can also have more campaign line of sight. Dan, dwarf killing, sure. Okay, I hope they'll probably go for Vallea's. Sorry, I hope I'm in enough. If not, we can always jump them afterwards, assuming we don't get spotted. And there's quite a few Beastmen agents around there who might spot us. We're not necessarily at war with them, but they will spot us anyway. So let's go Scarred Veteran. You're quite good at killing enemy characters, but you could be better. And Scarred Veteran there. And...
Untrusted worm.
well, okay. We'll go Tail Weapon with you. That's what we'll do. Right. Hello, Grimgor. I was wondering whether you may blunder into... Yeah, I did wonder if he'd be like, see Death Gorge and go like, let's get it! Because he's a green skin, and so therefore fairly predictable. You've got a lot of goblins, mate. How far scream up goblins? It turns out pretty quick. Yep, that's... Yeah, okay, well, most of the army's now running away, and the other half is liquidized. The only slight issue here is going to be Grimgor, who is, of course, quite a beefy boy. He is quite a beefy boy, and he's going to do a lot of damage if we let him with his 117 melee attack and 901 weapon strength. So we're going to basically mob him, because if we mob him, he's going to be getting hit from all sides, and he's going to struggle. So that's the plan there. We're dealing with his friend Clubber Bogroth, whatever it... Anyway, good. The rest of the goblins are being, liquidized, melted, brutally murdered. The giant river troll hag is getting flamed and then shot, and yeah, she's not having a good time. And goblins actually coming back. They actually want to give it a go. Brave, plucky bastards. Also stupid. Ooh. Ooh, that is messy. That's messy. And Grimgor realizes that his grots have been melted. Decides to try and get away. But obviously, you know, he's dead anyway.
Another victory.
That's the problem when you lead a horde of grots, isn't it? Well, at least there's good eating on them. Tasty. Right. We're going to take more food, I think. It's not an awful lot of food, but I'll take it. Grimgor's dead. I'm wondering if we might be able to get a... Oh, come on, Grimgor. Just chill out. You've got plenty of people to kill. You don't need to kill me. I've got shit to do. I can't hang around here kicking the crap out of you every time you decide to come over. Ugh. It's like an EDX. Right.
We shall sicken and slay.
I mean, taking that out should be fairly easy. We'll see if we can lure another army into an ambush here. We've got one more skill point. Oh, fuck it, I'll get that. Fuck it, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's happening. I mean, it does mean we cause fear. So there is that. Okay, we've got the defenses here. I want to get the second rank of defenses. I probably won't get the last rank. We'll get that. That'll give us even more money, which is what we need. And Deathmaster Snitch's army may be ready one day if we're lucky. Let's go with some mortars. Some mortars. We'll get some mortars. Okay, let's go Verminous Valor. And Sniffles is going to... Do you want more weapon strength with you? Probably more melee defense, actually. That's probably the better option, isn't it? Okay. I've got to move Ono. I'm hoping that I don't know if Malagor has an army. He must have one somewhere. I'm hoping his army's still good. Because if his army's still good, I'm hoping he's drawing some attention, causing some chaos. I could happily make... Hello? Okay, we did get spotted, which is a problem. But that's a big problem. Those organ guns are mean. But we do have menace from below. Okay, I mean, if we can kill this army, at least we've killed 2 dwarf armies in one turn, which is not bad. Well, 2 turns. You know what I mean. Dwarven armies are, well, scary. Fortunately, we've got a lovely position because we found, like, we've got a lovely little, like a little gully to hide behind, so we can literally just hide down here. Their cannons can't do shit. We're actually sending up some clan rats to try and spot them, because I can't see them at the moment. So we spotted them with this unit of summoned clan rats, which is perfect, because I have a menace below with these organ guns names on it. Because these guys, they need to die. They need to die now. See, we're overrunning them. Cutting them down nice and quickly. Because we need to knock out those organ guns before they become nasty. The Slayers, though, have arrived, and looks like the cannons now opening fire on their own. Ooh. Actually managed to take out one of their own organ guns, so nice shot there, lads. Okay, we've done a lot of damage to that organ gun. We've only got 3 of them left. So as we hide down here, as you can see, they can't see us. See, if they had, obviously, if they had rock lobbers, would be in trouble, but they don't. They just have cannons, and cannons need line of sight, or at least a line of sight-ish. Sort of. This army's led by Thorgrim Grudgebearer. That's quite nice. I don't think they can see me at the moment. I think they're struggling to actually spot me, which is fine. I'm more than happy with that. They do have an organ gun all the way out here on the flank for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but that actually, you know, gives me an opportunity. Because that way we can jump that one before it can do too much damage. They've got a lot of Thunderers as well, and those guys are going to be a pain in the ass. Because Thunderers do a lot of damage very quickly, and they do a lot of armor-piercing damage. So we're going to have to deal with that. The cannons are currently protected. You can say this one down here, I think it's trying to flank around so it can spot us. But leaving itself super undefended down there, which is good for us. The organ cannon crew seem to be advancing with the rest of the army rather than taking back control of their organ guns, so that's good for us. We've got a menace from below jumping that organ gun. It's way too far away from the rest of the army to get help in time, which means it's going to be overrun very, very quickly, and that's going to take that organ gun out of commission. Already we're taking a little bit of damage there. See, the cannon can sort of like arc its shots a little bit, which is a problem for us. But we can also shoot back, and as soon as they leave their cannon, we'll use more menace below to try and get the drop on that one. The organ gun crew actually going back to take control of it, but it's going to take them time to get back there. Taking a few shots there from those Thunderers now on top of the bluff as they're raining fire down on top of us. Not much we can do about that at the moment. We want to try and stay away from those cannons if we can. Rattling guns opening up on the giant slayers as they advance. Cannons just missing them, because that's going to slow them down. They're already quite slow, but the rattling guns should be chewing through them pretty easily. And then the warp fire thrower coming in there as well. Got some nice big blobs up on that. Those guns though, they're just raining fire down. There's not much we can do about it. We're going to get flanked. We're going to get flanked by dwarves. They're throwing a lot on our right flank, which is a bit of a problem. But that's, you know, we can deal with that, no problem. I think, maybe. The Thorgrim's charging. Thorgrim's quite a tanky character, quite a nasty one as well. But Queek can take him, especially backed up by Jeremy. Thorgrim's getting roasted, which is very, very nice. We're now flanking around. We've got the menace from below taking out the cannons finally. And we just need to take out the organ guns as they are slowly crawling towards us. Thorgrim getting absolutely annihilated by Queek and Jezza, which is good. On the right flank, though, we're massively outnumbered by the dwarves, which is a bit of a problem. We are moving our line round to help, but this unit Storm Vermin here, which is struggling, particularly against the number of giant slayers and great weapons arrayed against them. They're tanking it, but it's tough. Little plague coming in there, popping some dwarves, which is good. This battle is won, but I don't want to lose this Storm Vermin unit, but I don't know if I can pull them out of that fight as we overrun the Thunderers, and you can see that organ gun is trying to get away as we try and pick it out. We're being chased by some Longbeards, but we should be able to take out that organ gun before it can do too much damage. Warp fire throwers roasting the last few units in the centre there, and the Council Guards and the Red Guards taking out the Thunderers, mobbing them with menace from below and some summoning clan rats. They're now struggling to deal with the press of vermin that have surrounded them. I think we're going to lose this unit of storm vermin. They've only got 7 left. I used Skaven Brew on them by accident, and that probably hasn't helped things. Yeah, they got surrounded. There was not much I could do about that. So we've taken out the dwarf army, and pretty successfully actually, considering the units they had in it. But losing that unit of storm vermin is going to be painful. A close victory, but I think, you know, we definitely won that one. We lost a unit of storm vermin. I was worried about that. We can't replace them quickly at the moment. At least we got, you know, grudge killer. That's good. Construction cost reduction for buildings in the local region. That's actually quite useful. Actually, although we can see there's 2 more dwarf stacks. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good.
I will not disgrace my
Okay.
ancestors.
Were we spotted by... Guys, I'm trying... Look, can we... Can you stop crowding me? Can you fuck off? Basically. Can you just piss... I'm trying to do my own thing here.
Warlord Queek Headtaker.
Trying to do my own thing. You're kind of crowding me out. Alright, let's wipe you out.
Mighty warrior. Stop that. Time for things to die.
I will take the food.
Save. Queek master owner. Drecky Seklik.
I don't think you can reach me. You're marching. Okay. You're marching. I could maybe... We could maybe do a Vermintide. I don't know. I don't think... The thing is, defensive Kazakarak are pretty beefy, and I don't think we're going to win that. What I need is for Grimgor to kindly just fuck off. Just piss off. Leave me alone. I've got shit to do. I've got shit to do, mate. Now, you'll be recruiting goblins and apparently a Snotling pump wagon. Apparently that's the thing you're doing. There we go. Who knew? Right. Tail weapon. And let's go and kill Morglum. Hopefully we can just auto-resolve that. Or we can just auto-resolve that. There we go. Okay, good. And we'll even occupy. Those guys are dead. We've got Power Stone. Blah, blah, blah. Fantastic. Right. Fine. Valet. You know, Crooked Fang Fort might be the best place to pop a clan pit in. So let's do that. Grab that one. And we'll grab... Do we need that? Not right away. We could get the laboratory, but again, do I need that? Probably not. Let's upgrade you. I'll knock down that. Oh, we've actually got one at... Okay, alright. Change my mind. We'll do that. Get defenses here. What do we have here? Wood. Do I need wood? Not really. Okay, defense is there. And then we have 9k left. Thank you, dwarves, for all the money left on your bodies. Muchos gracias. I do want some plague or catapults, so let's grab those. It's going to be 18. Then we're probably going to want a sorcerer, aren't we? So actually something like Pustin Skid. That's a horrible name, but useful nonetheless. I mean, Wither is going to be particularly useful against dwarves. And Plague as well. So pop you in that army. We probably want like a... I don't know what they're called. I guess... because I installed the mods afterwards, so I think the Right-Paw is probably what chieftains are called. So let's go with Rotich. Something like that. Pop him in there. That army is then good to go.
Read warp scroll.
Who the fuck are you?
Untrusted worm. Poison after.
Who the fuck are you? Okay, we might actually use you. I might use you. Now, do you have an army? You are strength rank 54. There's no army there. So maybe is the answer. Although, maybe not. Because you're quite far down. Who's at the top 10? Can we see? The High Elves, the Dwarves, Dark Elves are actually at 3. But the High Elves have 45 settlements. Are you shitting me? Holy crap, they have a settlement in Norska. What the Fine.
Onward.
The Dwarves have 31 settlements. That's going to be a nightmare to deal with. And yeah, apart from Nagarond and us, everyone in the top 10 is of course a goody two-shoes race. In fact, I don't think there's many evil races left. If we have a look down the bottom, we can definitely see a few more evil races down there. But not many, because they're all dead. So it's going to be a big old lovin'. Ah,
You what?
a lovin'. It's gonna be humans and dwarves and elves all sweaty and covered in each other. Ugh, repulsive.
Stinks like a grace.
It's going to be gross. Okay, well, we're now at war with the dwarves, and we've got dwarven armies coming down. They are strength rank 2. Which means, I mean, how much stronger are they than I am? Very, basically. So I'm going to assume they've probably got... I've got 4 armies. I'm going to assume they've probably got 7 to 8. So we've taken out 2. I reckon they've got 7 to 8 left. I mean, you know, obviously they'll start recruiting immediately and very, very quickly. So there's that to deal with. And I've still got to bloody kill Grimgor, because otherwise he's going to be a fucking... Alright. He's... Okay, he should just have... He should, in theory, just have a shit ton of goblins. Which is not going to be a particular problem to deal with. We've got defences of Karakate Peaks, which means we should be fine here. Even if they throw several stacks of dwarves at us, I'm still feeling pretty good about that. Obviously, Queek... We could get... What do we have ogre-wise? We do have the man-eaters. So we could get some man-eaters. Queek's army's actually pretty good as... I mean, even losing in a storm vermin, we're probably fine. So we could get some man-eaters. That could be quite interesting. So could potentially do that. And it doesn't look like Malagor's actually recruiting an army, which could be an issue, because if he doesn't, then he's basically dead, and he's just got these agents hanging around, seem to be following me around and spotting me. So effectively sabotaging the shit out of me. So that's good. Okay, well, obviously we're going to be fighting the dwarves. So the poll for next time. The poll for next time is, seeing as this looks like it's going to turn into an Order Tide grind by the looks of it, considering that I think most of the Goody Two-Shoe races are allied together. Dwarves, I mean, the Dwarves and High Elves aren't allied. If the Dwarves and High Elves go to war, that could potentially be good. But I'll be honest, don't see it happening. Although, you know, let me just... How, do you like the dwarves? Oh. Interesting. Interesting. They might actually not necessarily like each other, but if they both hate me, then they'll probably eventually... Okay, so do we go with the short campaign victory conditions, or do we make up our own victory conditions? Maybe. So, stick with the short campaign victory conditions, as I always do, because I hate the long campaign victory conditions. Or do we have our own victory conditions? And if so, what should those be? Let me know in the comments. But that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.